G'day, cheers everyone, Sonia Bernard here, linked by ink, your Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. Today is February 1st, 2024, and I am recording in the morning, and I'm going to upload this by this afternoon. Actually, it's already afternoon. It's 12:22. So I better get a move on and get today's card class going. So today's card class is all about celebration. We're going to use this super cute watercolor. Trying to reconnect. We are going to use this watercolor melon stamp set from Sale-a-bration today, and I'm going to show you the cards real quick. Now these cards were designed by my beautiful friend Rhonda Wade, and I'm using these with permission, so you don't have to worry about that. She provides wonderful classes that when I'm in a crunch and I'm super busy, I can use these to bring to you so that you can get these wonderful kits with free with a minimum purchase in the mail. Look at that one. How cute are they today? So what you get is when you spend $40 or more before shipping and tax using the host code in the description, you will get 8 cards kits sent to you, 2 of each design, all the cuttings done, all the die cuttings done. You get the ribbon, that's included, the DSP is included. What's not included is the stamp and the ink, it's against policy to stamp and ink, so we never include that. So it'll be up to you to provide the stamps and ink. Now, while I've used the watermelon, you could always use something else that you have, any other little thing. Mix it up, make it your own. But if you absolutely love that and want to get that and you don't have this set, you can get this free during celebration, which goes to February 29th, 2024. I'm trying to do it without glare. There we go. Free with a minimum purchase of $50 before shipping and tax. So you can place your order, get it up to $50, get this free from Stampin' Up, then get this kit free mailed to your door, then get these classic matte dots free shipped to you from me. It's my little gift to say thank you for choosing me as your demonstrator. And so you're going to get all that with that with a $50 minimum order, and use my host code below. You must use the host code, and you must place your order on and before February 7th, which is next Wednesday. So by midnight Eastern Standard Time, February 7th, 2024. And then you're going to give me a couple of days to order and cut kits, and then I will ship it out to you. You'll get a tracking code, and then you'll also get a free PDF tutorial that has all the measurements, all the supplies, photos. Yes, thumbs up. It's awesome. Can we do hearts? Yes. So you get all of that. My iPad thinks it's a great deal. Talking about celebration, there is more to celebration. They just added these today. So these are from the annual catalog and even from the mini. Like this one's from the new mini, this paper. So we got a couple of stamp sets, some DSP. We got a couple of kits, some embossing folder. We're actually using those. Whoop, going the wrong way. We're using those today. Some envelopes, some markers, and a punch. So all of those celebration items have been added. You will go in, you'll put your order in, and then on your checkout, you'll pick your celebration items. Now, if your order is over $150, don't use my host code, because I want you to get the rewards. At $150, you are going to get before shipping and tax, you're going to get $15 in Stampin' Up! Rewards from Stampin' Up! You'll also have 3 celebration items, and then just shoot me a message and say, hey Sonia, I placed my order on or before February 7th, 2024, and I would like the kit as well, and you'll get the kit and the bling as well. I mean, you can't go wrong. You're right. So, but if you're going to spend that much, you may as well spend $99 and go grab the starter kit, you know, and why not, right? It's a great deal. Okay, enough jibber jabber. I'm going to turn this down. I'm going to just block this let's see, bada bing, bada boom. Hope I did that right. We'll find out here in a second. Sometimes I don't know if I hit it or not, and I'm like, oh, please, I hope I hit that right. That's why I have my little phone here. And why am I out of my group? Boop. Okay. And let's see if we got this up the right way. We'll find out in just a second. There's a 20-second delay when filming. Yes, we have this up the right way. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's get started. Now, I've tried to cut down on some things, you know, like to do it ahead of time so that we have, I'm going to actually bring this because we're going to need this today, our awesome grid paper. You can also get a glass mat when you purchase the starter kit, which is pretty awesome. I don't use it here. The only reason I'm not using it here is because there's glare, and I don't want, because it's glass and shiny, I don't want glare when we're making our cards. Okay, we're going to start with a piece of basic black, and this is 5.5 by 8.5, and we are going to score it at 1.5 and then 5 3/4. And this is a gatefold. And where's my bone folder? We're going to burnish that. Remember, if you've got the bump, put the bump on the inside. Start from the middle and go out. If you start from the middle, you've got less chance of it going wonky. Whereas if you start from the end, it could push it down. So, and there's our little gatefold. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we're going to get our our piece of basic white, and that is going to be your regular 4 by 5 1/4. And we are going to get, what stamp did we use? Hello Friend, and some black memento ink. And you can stamp whatever sentiment you want in here. It's just whatever you have in your stash you can use. You don't have to follow me exactly. You know, change it up, switch it up. Maybe this is not for a friend. Maybe it's for a husband or a child. Or okay, we're going to go ahead and we'll glue this in here. And I love my liquid glue because it's so, whoop. I'm running low on that one. Okay. Get a little movement there. There we go. Oh, a little bit came on the edge. Just wipe that off. I got a little bit overzealous. Okay, next we have got a piece of Sweet Sorbet ink. I mean, oh, honestly, where's my brain at today? Sweet Sorbet cardstock. And we're using, this is called Raindrops Embossing Folder. And this is from the annual catalog. And it's super cute. And it gives these little raindrop effect. So this Sweet Sorbet is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And we've embossed it so the raindrops are coming down. And we are going to go ahead and glue this on at a little angle here. So when you're doing this, the important part is to kind of do a line in your mind. You want to go down here, so I'm going to put my finger here kind of thing, but I want to go at an angle down, because if you go straight down, the glue is going to go everywhere you don't want it to. So I'm only going to kind of go like this, little triangle, and then I can glue that on at a slight angle like that. Now, the less glue you put on, the less movement you have when you're doing that, but you don't need a lot, okay? If you want a little bit more wiggle room, put a little bit more glue on, but you don't want to put a whole heap on. We've got another piece of DSP, and this one is, let me find out the dimension. Where is it? This is not 4 by 3/4. This is 5.5 by 2 3/4. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm kind of going out of order, so I'm like, oops. So we're going to take that and attach it to this front panel. And the reason I flipped that over there is because I just want it to line up with that panel. I don't want to mess with this part here. And I'll always turn it that way a little bit so you can kind of see too, because it is black. There we go. Okay, next we've got our 2 pieces of DSP. This is a 4" by 3/4 inch, so 4 inches long and 3/4 inches wide. And then we have this piece of DSP, and this is going to be oh no, I've lost it again. What is happening today, people? Well, this is going to be a 3x4. There we go, 3x4. I see it. Okay, I was just taking a 1/4 inch off the last ones. So here we're going to get our Granny Apple Green ink, and we're going to get our little watermelon stamp here. It's so cute. And we're just gonna, whoops, it's a little juicy. We're just gonna stamp over this, and you'll see you've got those kind of stripes from the watermelon. And there we go. How fun is that? And next we're gonna do some watermelon stamping. I think I might have cut this the wrong size. Nope, it's good. Okay, I thought I made a boo-boo. So when we do this, I kind of wanted to go as far as I can up, because I'm trying to leave as little bit there as possible. I kind of overlapped on that one, but that's okay. I think I might just overlap on all of them. And then we'll go this one, and then the one I did last night, I actually didn't overlap as much, but then I had these big white gaps and I didn't like it. So I think I like it overlapping more than having the white gaps. And then I used I'll show you in a second what I did to cover those white gaps. So next we have to stamp the actual little watermelon. Now the way I found easier was to do the rind first, and then the fleshy part of the watermelon. Now, my friend Rebecca, who's also my team lead, and we talk a lot about Stampin' Up because we both just love Stampin' Up. I've got my cat hair on that, of course. So I asked her, I was like, because she had used this set before me, and I said, which one do you prefer? Doing it with we call it the fleshy part, you know, the watermelon flesh, or the rind. And for her, it was the flesh. But I tried to do that, and oh, I was a hot mess. So we've got is this sweet sorbet? Yes, sweet sorbet. So I have done it with the rind, and then with this, I went a little bit lower than I thought it was going to need to be. And boom. Now, if you've got a tiny little smidge there, it's not really gonna, it's not gonna be too bothersome. But if you are like super picky, you can always get a little bit of ink on a block. I've heard it's best. In the past, I have put my blender pens into my ink, but I heard that's actually not the best thing to do, because you know, there might be chemicals on here. So you can just put a block into your ink pad, and then you can just kind of pick up some ink color there, and oh look, that looks really cute, and just fill that in. All right, that's if you're being, well, it's not picky. I don't want to say picky because picky sounds negative, you know, but you know what I mean. If you want it to be perfect, 1000%. Then, and I do actually, my picky eyes go, oh, I like that a lot better. It actually just blends right in with the rest of it. So yeah, I might be a picky person, but that's okay. You do you. As long as you're happy at the end of the day, that's what matters. As long as you're having fun when you're crafting, that's what matters. As long as when you send it to that person and that person's like, oh my God, I love it. That is what matters, okay? So if you want to be picky, be picky. And if you don't want to be picky, don't be picky. It does not matter at the end of the day. I might have put them too close together, but anyway. Oh, look, it looks like eyes and a mouth. Halloween. So that's the little seeds, and you'll see I didn't do that with these ones. So my picky butt will not be, excuse me, saying butt, but I will not be using this one because they're too close. So maybe put them a little bit further apart like that. Okay. So that is how you stamp the watermelons. And then unfortunately there is no die or punch for that. So you get to fussy cut. But fussy cutting can be quite relaxing. So we're going to take our little piece of DSP here, and we're going to put that in the inside of the card at the bottom. Kind of just brings it all together, adds a little extra element when you open. Okay, and then we have got our other piece of DSP, and we're actually going to put this at a bit more of a angle as well. So basically I want to stay away from those corners when I'm putting my glue down. So these two corners I really don't want any glue. So I'll kind of go like that. And then we're going to put that down like here. There we go. How cute is this? Next, we are going to do, I'm not going to do it because you know how to birthmark, but if you don't, I mean, there is a lot of videos out there. But basically, it's heat embossing with birthmark, which is this special ink that you would stamp Miss You. Where's my Miss You stamp? I don't even have it out, so I don't know what I did with it. Oh, here it is. It's in front of my face. You'll put a Miss You like this, and then you put on embossing powder. Okay, I guess I am showing you real quick, but I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm not going to do the heat part. You will need a heat tool for this. So you would take this, then you would get your white emboss powder, put it over the top, shake off the excess. So you just pick that up, trying not to touch it, and then you would get your heat tool and with the heat. And when it dries, people always ask me, how do I know when it's done? I'm going to try to bring this up to the camera so you can see there's a big difference in how it looks as far as this is done, this is not. This has kind of got like a, this has got a shine to it, this has got more of a matte to it. So you just keep going until you see it's kind of shiny, you know, no longer. And if you're doing more of them, you can kind of compare them to that and go, oh, okay, it's done. Does it make sense? Okay, so we're just going to put this one over here. We've got a little Miss You, and then we have got the gingham ribbon, which is just so cute. I'm not really very good at doing these ribbons. Oh, that one actually worked out a little bit better. But we're kind of doing like a breast cancer awareness type, well, not even just breast cancer, but awareness type ribbon fold there. And this is where we're going to get our glue dots. And I'm going to put one in. I like to do it with my scissors. I like to just peel it off like this. And then stick it in between. And there we go. And then I will grab the whole thing, press it down onto the glue dot, and then just pull the, whoop, as I was saying, press down, and the glue dot will come off with it. Then we can put this on the front. We can trim that tail down a little bit in a minute. And we'll get some dimensionals to put on this one, or even just one is good in this instant. And we'll put that right there. We can trim these, trim the tail on that. There we go. Whoop, that one's still a little stuck. Didn't go all the way through. Get off. Oh my. There we go. Okay. Then our little watermelons. And it is sticking up a little bit. Might have to burnish that again if you're getting that issue. But it is going to pop up a little bit because of just the fold that it is. Now, you can do 1 or 2 on the watermelon. For the sake of being a little bit more speedy, I'm just going to do 1. And on the other one, I did do 2. And then we can just, either way that you want to put these down. I think I did them the opposite way on the first card because I wanted to cover up. I had this big gap up here. Or somewhere I had this big gap. And there is our first card. How cute is that? Okay, miss you, hello friend. Love it. Okay, card number 2. Here we go. I always try to be quick, but these videos do, I mean, it does take time, even though everything's prepped, you know, because I stop and tell you stuff. So it takes a minute sometimes, and I like to show you everything that we're using so that you know if you want to recreate this, you can. I'll give you all the, I'll tell you all the stuff. Now, obviously, when you make that purchase to get your card kit for free, then you've got all the numbers and everything you need. So this is what we're doing with this one, and I like to tuck it under. I don't like it sticking out the back, just personal preference. So hello friend, you are the sunshine that brightens so many of my days. Oh, I feel like I need to, every time I make a card that's for a friend, I'm like, oh, I need to make a whole bunch of these, but then I don't have time. So I do send out cards for it. Okay, so this is Granny Apple Green. And this is 5.5 by 7.25, and we've scored it at 3 inches here. And then remember I mentioned that super fun embossing folder that's now a celebration item. It's actually, I've had this sitting here and haven't pulled it out to use it, but it's the Stripes and Splatters embossing folder, and we've got stripes and splatters, and we're actually using both these today. Because her original card was with using green foil with several things. So you just run that through your Stampin' Cut emboss machine. Normally I say run it through where where it's closed, but in this instance it kind of has to go through this way. Okay, but that is how this will look, and you'll get it just like this. So now that's great. If you don't have it, you could pick that as your free item as well when you spend $50 or more. Then we are going to get our 5.25 by 4, and we're going to get our sentiment, and we're going to do that in basic black. Used to be basic black, now we have Memento black ink. Memento tuxedo. And you could put whatever you want in here. Now, one thing to remember when you are stamping is when you fold this and fold that, you don't want it showing on the top or bottom corner on the right, because then you're going to be able to see it when the card is closed. So I'm just going to put that about in the middle. That'll work just great. And then we are going to carefully burnish this side. And then put that inside. Nope, don't put the inside in. Don't do it. We've got another piece of Granny Apple Green. And this is 3.5 by 4.25. And then it's scored at 1/4. So this is the shorter side. This is the long side. And so I've scored it at a half. Did I say 1/4? I've scored it at a 1/2 inch right there. So before we glue it onto there, what we want to do is burnish this. And if you want, you could build this whole thing up first, or you can just glue it straight on. I'm going to glue it straight on because I just feel froggy. So I'm going to glue this here. that's going to go about center. Just push some of that glue up there. So you'll see it looks like that on the back, right? So next, I can fold that over. Next, I'm going to put glue all over this back part, and this whole panel is going to be glued to the inside. I know I've done these cards before, several different variations, but they are fun. Anything with, like, when it's a different way to open a card, like you go to a store, you're not going to get a card that looks like this. No one is. You're not going to be able to find something like this. This is going to be unique, original. I just love it. I love it so much. So then we're going to get a little piece of our DSP, and this is going to be, I really should have written this down better in a better way, but this is going to be 2 3/4 by 4, and we're going to adhere this to the inside. Oh, the DSP, I didn't even mention, it is from the Zoo, what's the name of that again? Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. That's the name of it. Just having a mental blank for a second. Zoo Crew Designer Series paper. So this is from the annual catalog. Okay, and it's very versatile, as you will see. We're using that throughout these 4 cards. I'm just going to adhere that there. Next, we have a little piece of our sweet sorbet, and we're going to get our memento ink, and then we're going to get those fun little seeds again. And this sweet sorbet is 3 by 2 3/4. And then we're going to stamp these cute little watermelon seeds, and you're going to want to put it there, and then maybe up a little bit, down a little bit, just kind of making it random, and just keep going. There's no right or wrong with this, okay? It's just, you want it to look random, so don't try to make it uniform. You don't want it to look all, you know, in a row. There we go. Next, we've got a tiny little strip of basic white right here, and this is we did a 1/2 inch by 2 3/4. I just measured it. It was quicker than finding where it is on my instructions. We're going to glue that to the bottom of that little panel there. Then, oh, I should have said, if you want to stamp this first, you may want to stamp this first. I actually didn't. I stamped it after. So, you could stamp it beforehand, but I'm going to stamp it now. I'll show you what I'm doing. See how we have this open like this, and I just put hello friend here. Now this, I changed this up. This looks a little different than originally done, because again, that first one was using foil. I don't have the foil, and I just wanted to make it easier. I'm like, oh, let's just stamp that. It'll be fine. Okay, next we're going to get our gingham ribbon, and this is the white one. This ribbon comes in 2. It comes with a very vanilla and also a basic white, and it's just either or. They're so cute. I mean, and versatile. So we're going to try to just do a quick bow, and then we can move it afterwards. Don't worry about if it's not exactly where you need it to start, because then you just want to kind of cover up that line right there. There we go. That's just cute on its own. I mean, you can make this a little note card, a little 3 by 3. It'll be adorable. Okay, and you could stamp a little sentiment right here. Oh, I just made that dirty with my dirty fingers. But yeah, you could let's see if I can clean that off. You probably can't even see this on the video. There we go. Yeah, layer this down onto another piece of, and do it so it's like a 3 by 3 dimension. And then, oh, I might be making note cards later. Little watermelon note cards. That'd be so cute. Oh my gosh, especially with summer coming up, you know, just little, hey, just wanted to send a little, you know, joy your way. Send a note just to say hi. And the last thing we need is a little bit of bling, because, you know, you always need a little bling. And these are the classic matte dots, and these are in the annual catalog, so it's time to start grabbing some of that stuff you got when the annual catalog came out, because that's going to go away at the end of April, and that's just a few months away. So, yeah. Get your stuff out. Now, we don't know if it'll go away or not. We always have carryover. No, did the embellishments ever carry over? Sometimes they do. They'll go over onto the online exclusive store. That's card number 2. I am loving these. I think they're so cute. I never would have thought to get this set at all. I was like, watermelon, what? Watermelon, no. So, but now, I mean, I just love it. I love these cards, and I can't wait to offer it not just to you, but also to my in-person people. They're going to love this. Sorry, a little bit of coffee. Okay. Again, I love granny apple green. And this is going to be 4 1/4 by 8 inches. And then you're going to score it this way at 2.5 inches. And then you're going to burnish that. So cute. I love this card. Look, it's adorbs, right? Look at that. It's just so cute. And it's really not hard to do. So I think this is something that, you know, I definitely want to make multiples of this cute little card. This Sweet Sorbet is 5 1/4 by 4. That's our, you know, our normal layer card. It's a good layer visually. I'm just going to put that down. Now, Sweet Sorbet will be going bye-bye because that is an in color that was going from 2022 to 2024. So we'll be saying goodbye to those 5 colors. Don't ask me what the other 4 are, because I can't think right now. But this is one of the ones that will be going away at the end of the annual catalog. Then we need, I'm going to do the die cutting first. I'm going to show you the die cutting. This is an online exclusive, and I really love these. These are the Radiating Stitches dies, and I've used this second one here. I forget, I need to use these circles and hearts more right there. I use the squares a lot, I mean the rectangles, but it is that second one there that we have used. And you are going to have 2 of them. Okay, because one's going to be for the outside and one's going to be for the inside. So for the inside one, we're going to go ahead. If you want to stamp something on this, stamp it. But with it being so small and you needing a place to write, I wouldn't. And we are going to be embellishing that too. So eyeball that and kind of center it, top and bottom, left and right. Okay. Because when we put this second one on, we're going to need that to line up like that. But before we get there, we may as well just go ahead and do the Miss You. I'm going to do a little clean there because we stuck that in the Versamark. And where's our memento? Oh, I do gets messier and messier. The more you go along, everything goes everywhere. So just going to make sure that's good. After the Versamark and the cleaning, we're going to put Miss You in the top right corner. And that's in our memento. Then we're going to get our watermelon and our granny apple green again. And we're going to stamp this watermelon on the paper. Now, in the card kit, you will get extra paper to do your stamping. Again, I can't do your stamping for you, but you can. So you will get this little piece of granny apple green, and this is a 2 1/4 by 4. And we are going to, you know what, I'm going to go in the middle this time. We're going to stamp there, and then I'll stamp one on top, and then I'll stamp one on the bottom. Cute, right? I love this stamp set. I didn't think I would, but I really do. Oh, I am going to show you this other one too, because I haven't showed you this one yet. There's another one another watermelon piece, and it's got this longer rind here. Actually, we're going to need the bigger piece of paper for this one. Will it fit on here? We'll do it this way just to make sure. So you stamp that in your granny apple green, and then get your sweet sorbet. And if any of you have like kids and they watch, or you had children and you'd watch SpongeBob SquarePants, this color reminds me of Patrick Star. I don't know why. Especially, it must be the shape or something, because that looks about the shape of Patrick Star's head. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is one white with a little bite taken out the side, and then of course you can put your little black seeds on there as well. And I'm going to show you, because I already did it. Did I? Maybe I didn't. Have I lost it already? I thought this one had one inside. It does. Oh, let's see if I've lost it somewhere. I guess we'll be, there it is. So stamped it and die cut it. I mean, not die cut, fussy cut that. Now, you can fussy cut this out if you do not have this punch, right? This is called the modern oval punch. If you don't have it, very easy to fussy cut. You know, it won't be an issue. But if you do have it, you can line that up and just punch it out. And now you've got your watermelon. So that's not really a necessity, but it is handy, especially if you are making a lot of cards. Then it's good to have like something that helps with the cutting out. So next we're going to put our little watermelons. I might put them this way this time with the ends, so we can see them more. The other ends to the left, to the left. Oh, can't do that. I'll get flagged for copyright or something crazy with YouTube. And no one needs to hear me sing, because I don't sing. Okay, next up, we are going to get our ribbon again, and we're going to tie a bow. And again, all this ribbon will be cut for you, and or I may just do one long piece and then you can cut it. That might actually be a better idea, like a more time-saving idea. But we'll see if you like it that way, where I just do one big long piece of ribbon and then you can cut it over the cards. Okay, I will build this first. So we're going to get our watermelon and we're going to lay it down flat, and it doesn't matter which way, because we're going to kind of cover up that end piece anyway, but I am going to do it flat like this. We're going to put this in here. Okay, then we're going to get this one little piece, and again, if I was doing this to not save time, I would probably put two on there, but I'm just going to do one today and stick a little watermelon piece there. Next, this is where we got to be careful. We're going to line those up, okay, and then we're going to look and see how far do we want glue over. I'm going to go about here, because glue is going to smush out too as you smush it down. So I don't want it any further than that. I may even go just in a little bit further. I will put it on the ribbon, so that way the ribbon won't be moving around either. Then, holding up the glue end, I'm going to first line it up on the right and then lay it down. If you have to move it a smudge, there we go. And our last little piece, we're going to do this flat. We're just going to pop this on the inside. You don't want this dimensions. You don't really want dimensions on the inside, I don't think. Some people might. Again, do what makes you happy. We got one life. Be happy. There we go. That is card number 3. That was a quick one, right? Too easy peasy lemon squeezy. Love it. Okay. And the last one, I really love this one. It's so fun. It's a lot of dimension. Now remember, when you're mailing your cards, if it's over 1 ounce, this is in America, you're probably going to need another stamp, okay? A postage stamp. you could go, I think most time they come up to like 94 cents and stuff. So you could go to the post office and get dollar stamps or whatever. That'll save you money because each stamp is 68 cents. So you do want to weigh your cards before mailing them, okay? Okay. How cute is this? This is like my favorite. What do they call it? The piece de la resistance? Yeah, I am not French. I've got some probably French heritage in there. But I actually have more Spanish heritage. And German. Yes. And then, of course, the old English, Irish. I think it's French, Czechoslovakian, Yugoslavian. There's a whole bunch in there. But the Spanish was new to me. I didn't know that I'm a 20% Spanish, like from the country Spain. So, did one of those genetic tester things to see, not the ancestry, but just genetic tests to see, you know, where my genes are traced back. And there we go. Okay. So this is sweet sorbet cardstock, and again, remember this will be going away because this is an in color. Unless, is there any chance they would carry it over? Probably not, but I absolutely love it. So this is 8.5, 1 1/4, and 4 1/4, and this is a Z fold because it makes the letter Z. Wait, I'm like a Z. I'm like, okay, it's a backwards Z. In Australia, we actually call it a Z. If you say the alphabet, say X, Y, Z. I know, bunch of weirdos. Okay, we are going to need a piece of bicycle, or let's go down the line first. So we've got this piece of granny apple green cardstock, and this is 5.5 by 1 1/4. And the original cards used a green foil that we no longer have, and I was like, you know what? Let's just use cardstock, but it needed a little bit of texture to it. And oh my gosh, I love this. Why have I not been using this? This is the splatter part. And it reminds me, because you know how watermelon can get really messy and make a mess. So that's when my brain went with that one. It's just, oh, now, you know, I'm doing these cards. I'm like, oh, watermelon now. There's so much sugar in watermelon. It's good, this all natural sugar, but still. Got a lot of water too. Grapes are a healthier option. Okay. Didn't know you were getting a nutrition lesson, did you? Okay, so we're just going to pop that on to the front there. How cute. Okay, then we're going to have 2 pieces of our designer series paper. Again, that is that Zoo Crew designer series paper, and you'll see that one is already colored, and to save time I did one ahead so that then you know, we'll just, so to save time, that's why I did it. We're gonna get our sweet sorbet ink, and we're gonna get our blending brush. Now I'm just gonna go over, you could go in circles. Important thing when you want to use your blending brush is really tap, tap, tap to get any of that excess on, and to start from the outside and go in circles and go around, and this will give you a nice even coverage without all those little brush marks that you sometimes get if you've got too much ink on there. Okay, so you see that's one time. It's not as dark, so we're going to do it again. Now remember, ink does change color, and it usually goes a little darker. The good old tap, 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 bring it in, and start going around. And that's looking a lot. Look at the difference. I've just done half. You see the difference in that? Okay. And you know what? I'll just turn it. A little more ink. Tap. Start rolling before you go on. And so you can color your paper when you've got this black and white paper like this. So versatile, because you can make it whatever color you want. And that's what I love about Stampin' Up. Like, people are, what do you love? I love everything, okay? But the color coordination, where everything just looks wonderful together, that is probably one of my favorite things that I love about designing with Stampin' Up products. as you can just make everything seamlessly come together. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to place one of those pieces right here at the top. Look how cute. I know I've done card classes with the Zany Zoo. I mean, if you go back through my videos, I'm sure you'll see them. And very, very cute. And we'll put that up there. Always, it's so exciting when a new catalog comes out, but it's so sad too, because we have to say goodbye to some things. But, or you don't. Like, I'll use products that are not retired because, you know, I do this as a business. But if you're a hobby demonstrator, if you're just a connoisseur, a Stampin' Up connoisseur, you don't have to say goodbye to anything. You can keep it all forever. So now we're going to go ahead and put this down. Now I do keep a lot. There's actually today, February 1st, which is also my birthday. So I'm a little excited because I got to get myself some birthday gifts. What do you think I got? Stampin' Up products. Yeah, so as a demonstrator, we were able to order for some online exclusives coming out, and you guys will have access to that March 5th. Okay, basic white is going to be 5 1/4 by 2 3/4, and we're just going to put that to the inside up the top. So before I started this video, got myself a little birthday gift with some new stamp sets, and the ones I picked I'll actually be keeping forever. I'll never resell them in a BOGO or discounted to anyone or anything like that, because they are very special to me. A very, very best friend, I call her my best friend, but she used to live next door. She actually died of cancer, and these remind me of her. So when I get to ever sit down and do a scrapbooking one day, I want to have those stamps and the paper and everything to design a scrapbook with her in it. So anyway, let's not get depressed on my birthday. So we have got some basic white stylish shapes dies, and I've used the circle ones. So this is number 2, and then 3, 4. Okay. Oh, and the one for the black on here, sorry, I got a little carried away with that one. The Miss You, that was second largest die was for the Miss You with the basic black cardstock, and these two. So second largest, third smallest. I probably just said largest. I meant smallest. You know what I mean, right? So we are going to again use our stamps that we have already used. We're going to use this big one. And these are all, I didn't even tell you which stamp set these are from. Hope you know that these are from the stamp set. I hope you know. So this is an annual catalog. I've got my little color code here, so I always, in case I forget, the green dot annual catalog. So this is a fun stamp set, but it's also got wishing you comfort and just some great sentiments. I love a good sentiment stamp set. Which may or may not be coming out with online exclusives. But I tell you what, if you're a coffee connoisseur like me, if you love coffee, oh my goodness, you're gonna love some of the new online exclusives. And I will be doing a quick little preview when I get mine in. I didn't get everything, obviously, can't get everything, good grief, but I did get several things, and comes in just so you can gear up for March 5th. And we're going to put hello friend there, and we're stamping this of course in the black memento ink right there. Next, now I did, even though I said don't put dimensionals inside, I kind of did on this one, so I'm just being what is the word? Oh, I can't even think right now. Just going back on what I just said 5 minutes ago. Okay. But, you know, it'll be okay. we're going to put that one on the inside there. Now I've gone ahead and pre-stamped the watermelon because I've shown you how to do that. We don't want to sit here and waste time going over it again. And we're going to pop this one down here. And then these ones I am doing flat since I already have that dimensional up. But this kind of like, when it opens up, it's kind of like a whole card when you've got the whole thing open. Am I making sense? A whole card. Okay, next we're going to take our little watermelons here, the bite ones, and I fussy cut them out. And these ones I put 2 dimensionals on the bottom of each one like this. And putting this one underneath, and then that one. And then we need space for the hello friends, so make sure we're about halfway in. Okay. So when I'm trying to position stuff, I'll be using the other one to position so I can kind of see where everything's going, and stick that one down. And then I will stick this one down, kind of covering that bite mark there. Next, this is where I'm going to be on the struggle bus with this ribbon. Let's see how I can make this happen. So I'm going to get, did I lose them? Here we go. Now, when you get these, the dots for some reason used to always come here, which made more sense, but I don't know, different manufacturer or something. COVID happened and things changed. So we're just going to put a glue dot underneath that. Oop, my little sentiment just went flying. And then I'm going to bring it back around. I'm going to do a little loop-de-loop. I'm going to get another glue dot. I'm going to put it about here. Make this our, oh, I don't know what it's called. Is it an apex? Where everything crosses over? I don't know. It's been a long time since I went to school, so. Now, apex is the peak of a mountain, right? What is it called where everything comes together? I don't know. A crossover? And then, so it almost looks like a bow. Oh, did that the wrong way, didn't I? Wait, we want to do it this way. There we go, now they match. Okay, so it kind of looks like a bow, doesn't it? When you look like that. And then we are just going to get lucky last dimensionals on this. Almost done. Little whoop. And there we go. And let's get a little bit of bling bling to finish this up. And, well, we've got a little piece of the ribbon there. So we'll get some classic matte dots, which almost look like little watermelon seeds to me. Oh, I got it on the I got it on the sticky part. It's not where I wanted it. I'm on the struggle bus. Oh, it went up under my nail now. Okay, we're just gonna yeah, we're just gonna go like this. Okay, there we are. And then we'll get this last one. Actually, I'm gonna pop it more on that side this time. There we go. And you know what? We can stick that like that. Ha ha! We can use that again. It's not gone. It's still usable. And there, let's move all this junk away. Clear the area. And here are our cards for this card class. We have got some fun cute looking cards. And again, instead of using watermelon, you could use, like, grab the card kit that I send you with all the pieces, but you could change it up and make it anything that you want, right? It wouldn't have to be watermelon. You can make it florals and stamp and cut out flowers instead, and put little flowers here, and it's still going to be adorable, right? Okay, guys, I've kept you long enough, almost 1 whole hour. I hope you love it. Thank you to everyone who subscribes to me. Thanks to everyone who follows. Thanks to everyone who watches. I truly appreciate it, and especially the biggest thanks of all to all my customers who choose me as a demonstrator. I truly appreciate you, and I want you to know that. And I'm going to head off to Starbucks and get my free, which is awful. It's awful for you, but I'm going to go get my free birthday drink. It's my little gift to myself for today. So I hope you love it, and get that order in, get that celebration while you can, because it'll be gone before you know it. You've got 29 days in February this year, so 1 extra day of celebration. Go grab your products. Okay, guys, I'll see you later. Bye now.